Shakti Shiva Tarot here for another read for the collective. Allow me to be a divine channel for Source. The King. I love that. Divine Masculine showing up out the gate. The Storm. Is your Divine Masculine going through a storm? You know, the beautiful part of the storm is that after the storm comes the rainbow. And yeah, so there's something unseen. I feel like the ancestors are working with your person. They might be feeling like they're going through the middle of a storm, but you know, there's beauty in the storm. I know as a child, I used to love going, like, when I was a kid, my parents used to, like, momentarily misplace me, because if there was like a severe storm and it was thundering and lightning, I would disappear into the garage. I would go and I would open the garage and I would sit in the garage and watch the rain fall and watch the lightning and listen to the thunderstorms. Like at 7 years old, I was like a crazy little kid. But there was something soothing to me about it. So it was like, it's like there's something about that, about even being amidst the storm, there is beauty. Did you see that? The little rainbow orb? Yeah. The rainbow after the storm. So you might be going through the storm, or your person might be going through the storm, and this is a message to you or your person that there is a rainbow after the storm. Pisces, Sensitize, and Vesta, Hearth. Pisces, the two fish, koi fish swimming in circles. You know what I just heard? That song, Insensitive. All I can hear is insensitive. It's like, you know, she's like, tell me how to be so insensitive, you know, like it's like she's, wow, Capricorn again, achieve. We just had that full moon in Capricorn yesterday. Sensitive, Hearth, achieve. 5th house passion at the bottom. I'm going to take it. Getting into your creative passions. Those creative passions are going to help you achieve this. I feel like there's an unseen talent. There's an unseen talent that your ancestors are trying to highlight, and I feel like it's within your divinity. And you know, this is potentially could be about your masculine. If you're resonating with it, then maybe you guys are mirroring each other in that aspect, you know. But this is definitely about stepping into your leadership role. I feel like there is an unseen divinity here in you. You're within you or your divine masculine, or both of you, because this could be just, like I said, a mirroring energy between the two of you, that I feel has, it's indirect connection to your passions, but you're not seeing it. It's like an unseen talent, a hidden talent, a dormant talent. And it's because you're riding this storm, right? And so I feel like this is, I once again, I feel like you're being called to work on balancing structure, creating home and structure and devotion, and like a sanctuary at home, something that where you don't have to escape from. You know, Pisces is a very sensitive sign. A lot of emotions, can sometimes be overly emotional because they feel so deep. They are the elders of the zodiac signs. So their soul, on a soul level, has experienced the life lessons of every other zodiac sign. So if you have Pisces anywhere in your chart, especially anywhere in your top 3, you or your person, then you better believe that there is a deep empathy within that person that I feel like the biggest struggle for a Pisces in this realm, in this earth realm, is to find their home. They feel like fish out of water. This world to them is chaos because they've experienced the bliss of being a fully evolved soul. So they know what it is to be a fully evolved soul. And so when they come here to this earth, it feels chaotic. They feel like a fish out of water. They feel like, why am I here? Why do I belong? What am I doing here? Type of energy. And I feel like Capricorn energy is telling you you're here to achieve something. And it's in direct connection to your passions. So if you're feeling this way, like you don't know where your purpose lies, or you're feeling restless, or you're feeling lost, it's because you're probably not following your passions. You're probably not living out your passions and tapping into these gifts, these desires, these passions that are meant to lead you to your truth, meant to lead you to your purpose. So we have Jupiter abundance. Jupiter is about to go into Leo, and Leo is definitely going to bestow abundance, especially in love. Leo is the fifth house is the house of like love, affection, children. We have Gemini, I think. Some of you could have a Jupiter in Gemini. Jupiter, I think, is also in Cancer right now. Gemini, anyways, I'm sorry, lost train of thought. I just said that. I literally just said that Jupiter was I said it was going into Leo. So it's in Cancer right now. It's going into Leo. Fifth house, creativity. Literally, fifth house, Leo. Creativity, fifth house. Wow. So when Jupiter moves into Leo, whatever has been hidden, unseen because of the storm is about to be illuminated. The abundance is going to strike like lightning, like a lightning bolt. And I feel like it's in direct connection to your home, your hearth, Vesta, and your passions. Your passions could be wanting home and family and children, but like maybe this is something that just seems so mundane and human, and you're like, that couldn't possibly be my purpose. Well, for some, that is the purpose, because your life's passions aren't going to be the same as a regular, mundane, conventional relationship. I feel like people get stuck in the cookie cutter version of what it needs to look like, and it's like, no, I feel like especially twin flames come to deconstruct that old cookie cutter, get married, have kids. And I'm not saying that that's not a part of this journey, because it very well could be. There's, this is all about children, creating, co-creating, maybe even, like I said, living together in a home, having that home and family with children. For some people that could be part of the mission, but that's not the only mission, is the point. Like, it's not just to get married, have kids, have a home. That is not the only part of the mission. Yes, it is part of this mission of coming together with your twin flame. For some of you who choose to go down that road, that's part of this, but that's not the only mission here. I feel like the main mission is that it's going to bring out these talents and these passions, this creativity that has been kind of laying dormant within in the unseen realms. Let's see. Actually, I'm going to... Yeah, Capricorn, Pisces, Leo, Gemini, heavy on the table. Your king is going through the storm right now, but in the unseen, what you don't see coming is that they are thinking and planning and creating a plan for the future season, which is literally just happening. But look at this, the lightning. Like I said, Jupiter is going to come in like a lightning bolt, and bestow abundance, blessings upon you and this person and this connection. And with the crab, we have heavy Cancer energy. This could be, getting out into the ocean. Don't be crabby. Get out of your shell. The swallow. Oh, I saw 2 swallowtail kites gliding over my house yesterday. It was so beautiful. They were like in sync, and it was beautiful to watch. And the wolf, this is very soulmate energy. You know, the swallowtail kites, they are monogamous and they mate for life. And they actually travel miles. They're like, I think they're from like Brazil. They're like from like that region, but they travel over here to search for a mate and search for their perfect mate. And so when you see them by themselves, they're searching. When you see them together, they probably more than likely found their mate. And so I feel like yesterday that was a sign that the mates, you know, have found each other. Prostitute in the light attribute, it says, accentuates the challenge of surviving without negotiating the power of your spirit. So, you know, I know that this kind of work, and I'm not saying just specifically that, but there's, you know, with OnlyFans and all of these other, wow, very promiscuous, you know, things going on out there in this department of this kind of work going on. It's like, I feel like what the message here is, this could be maybe feeding your pocket, right? Maybe you're making a lot of money in the material world with this kind of activity or this kind of business or whatever you want to call it. This kind of talent, if you want to call it that. But what you might not know is the spiritual damage that this kind of work does to your spiritual soul. So whereas it might be making you money in the material world, it is actually doing the complete opposite in your spiritual world. It is deteriorating your spirituality. It's deteriorating your soul. So you are in a form enslaving yourself in the spiritual. You might feel free here because you have the material means to provide for yourself in this world. But what are you giving up in the spiritual world in order to have that material world here in order to have that material abundance in this world? And so I feel like this is about like tapping into your spiritual abundance and knowing how powerful you are on a spiritual level, enough to know that you don't have to sell your soul like that, because what you end up doing is enslaving it. You might feel like you're in control because you're using that power to make money, but in the spiritual realm, you're not in control. You are enslaved. And that's why you feel the need to use that kind of power to gain you monetarily money. I can guarantee you there's something that you're passionate about, that you desire, that you have talent at, that is other than sexuality related or seduction related, and you know, you just haven't given yourself the opportunity to discover it. So femme fatale in the light attributes highlights the erotic energy of the feminine, opens your heart when your dependency is rejected. This is just about not being dependent on anything outside of yourself. I feel like there is a heavy desire to really claim your soul. Yeah, queen. Look at that. Divine feminine. We have the king and the queen on the table, y'all. So there is a match here. And 8-8 could be significant. Oh my gosh, look at this. I went to 8-8 donuts this morning. Couldn't decide on the ube or strawberry matcha, so I just got both. Very delicious. But 8-8 could be very significant. 8 is the number of karma and infinity, eternal love. So this could be two people, two whole beings who have worked through their karma, who have, yes, look at that, healed their karma. And this is, karma is like, you're about to reap the rewards of this beautiful, loving connection. You are about to reap the rewards of something unseen, something that, this is divine love. This is star-crossed love. This is fated love. Ace of Wands. Creativity. Something is about to spark your flames, light your fire. And it is something that you've wished for. It's something that, wow, is coming in because it's karma. This is karma. It's a karmic debt that is owed to you. Justice. Jupiter. Jupiter is coming in because it is justice being served for any injustice. All of the injustices that you may have experienced in life, you are about to reap the benefits of all of those injustices, because we've got the 1111 card, the twin flame card, the Four of Wands here. It's the stable foundations, commitments, marriages moving in together, a celebration. This is a cause for a celebration. Something is coming together. Your king or your queen has entered the scene, and even if you don't see it at the moment, how it's all going to come together, you better believe and hope and pray and wish. Know that your hopes and your wishes and your prayers are coming true. Why? Because it's karmic justice due to you. That's it. Like, that's it. It is due to you. So believe